Don't worry about it. We don't air in
let's
Texas.
go
It's fine.
to the hate list.
It's completely fine.
Headlined by Quinshon Judkins.
Yes.
Hate list. He's trending up, but this week he plays the best defense in football, potentially, Matthew.
And that's the issue, right? It's the Packers who allow under 40 rushing yards per game. It's the second fewest in the NFL. In fact, running backs that face the Green Bay Packers this year averaging just 2.4 yards per carry. Remember, they faced Jahmyr Gibbs in week number 1. They faced Eckler and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in week number 2. Judkins, who is the lead of that Browns backfield, I think he needs to be rostered in 100% of leagues, but I'm outside my top 35 for the week. He's my running back 36. I just want no part of any offense facing the Packers if I can avoid it.
Quinshon Judkins surprisingly got he was running back one off the bat for the Cleveland Browns, but like you said, tough defense going against the Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry, Green Bay Packers.
Yes, sir.
Quinshon Judkins might play for the Cleveland Browns. If I didn't see Jahmyr Gibbs do it against the Packers, hell, the Cleveland Browns offense as a whole is struggling to move the ball. So it is extreme. I'm scared to start any Cleveland Brown, Njoku, Harold Fannin, Gerald Judy, all of them against this.
I actually think Fannin might be okay. We'll talk about him a little bit later in the show, but quick question for you.
Yeah.
Jay has brought this up the other day, but how soon do if Flacco struggles here against the Packers, and I can't imagine that he won't. Like I don't see
We'll get to
Joe,
Flacco later.
spry as he is. I just don't see him outrunning Micah Parsons and company. Do we see a quarterback? When is your prediction that we see a quarterback change in Cleveland? And as the biggest Shadur Sanders fan I know, is it going to be Sanders or Dylan Gabriel?
It'll be Dylan Gabriel first. He's the backup. He's the guy who came in after Flacco. Shout out to Dylan Gabriel threw his first NFL touchdown pass.
He did.
Nice to see somebody from Cleveland Browns throwing a touchdown pass, no matter when it came in the game. But it would be Dylan Gabriel, and I think, man, you just saw Flacco have 45 passing attempts and didn't reach 200 passing yards. If something similar like that happens again, man, it'd be tough to go past week 5 with this. Really week 4, but, you brought Joe Flacco in for something. We should, if Dylan Gabriel is the backup now, which he is, he probably should be playing right now.
Yep. Agreed.
They just may not want to throw a rookie into the against the Packers. That's the issue.
But it's like
the Browns' upcoming schedule is just it's not tough. It's not easy.
Like he couldn't.
It's not good.
The pressure that they apply, and Ravens didn't have a good pass rush in week 1, but they did against the Cleveland Browns, and he just couldn't. Like the other quarterbacks the Browns have on the roster move a lot better than Joe Flacco does at this point.
There you go.
Indeed. All right, Lawrence. Tyrone Tracy, the book on Tracy, his appeal was that he's going to be the number 1 guy, and that would offset the concerns about the Giants' offense in general, the bad offensive line. But now it doesn't even feel like he has a grip on work share.
Yeah, we saw that. You look at week 1 running back touches, he had 63% of those to Cam Scatterboo's 21%. Week 2, that changed drastically. Tyrone Tracy down to 37.5% of the running back touches. Scatterboo, 54% of the touches. What you're seeing on the screen is the actual snap rate, which also went to Cam Scatterboo. So I think hearing what Brian Daboll said, I think he's just gonna go with the flow. He said Scatterboo had good runs, so we had to go with him.
Tyrone Tracy, this picture clearly taken before he got his workload limited.
Yeah. That is not the face of someone who just got 37.5% of the running back touches there.
Exactly.
But then, too, guys, he hasn't been effective in these 2 games in the running game. Just 15 carries for 39 yards. That's 2.5 yards per carry. See my math there, Matthew?
Yeah, well done.
You're
like a young Matthew Berry out there.
Yeah. I don't know about that, though. Then there's this, too, right? The Chiefs, while they're struggling on the back end, run defense has not been a problem for them. They bottled up Amari and Hampton week 1. It took Saquon Barkley 22 carries just to get to 88 yards in week 2. So now you're going against the Giants running backs. Like I like them other 2 running backs a little bit better. So gonna be scary situation from a lot of points with Tyrone Tracy.
Yep, scary situation as well in some ways for Josh Jacobs, who even though the Packers are 7.5-point favorites in Cleveland, expect to have game script, game script hasn't mattered for the teams placing the Cleveland Browns rush defense at this point. Derrick Henry had 11 carries for 23 yards. Like, that just doesn't happen.
In a game they dominated.
And they were up the whole time. They had game script. This Cleveland Browns defensive line and run defense might just be so good. Myles Garrett is on another planet at the moment that, look, you're still going to start Josh Jacobs. I just wouldn't expect amazing things. Also, the Packers' run game hasn't really ignited yet as they've dealt with injuries on their offensive line.
You're hoping he falls into the end zone, which he easily could.
I don't think anything really has ignited for the Packers offense. They're playing well, but it's the defense is so good. It's like,
hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.